Hello, everybody. It's the Sega Camp Gamer, and welcome back to another episode of Segatalks. The chat's looking pretty quiet this evening. I just went on Twitch a little earlier today, and I noticed Twitch updated the site, guys. So you know what? Twitch, it's all fun and games until you update the site, and then it's broken again. That's all I have to say about that. Just after yesterday, my broadcast, Twitch decides to update the site. After yesterday, when I did my weekly broadcast, Twitchcast, every Sunday. Thank you, Twitch! Could you just keep it? Could you just update it the day before I broadcast it? On a fucking Saturday, on the weekend! Okay. All that aside, welcome everybody to Segatalks. Okay, why am I saying that again? Yep, guys, I'm the Coca-Cola life. Anyway, though, if you don't want to follow me on Twitch TV, though, I finally started playing Mario Party 3, and I finally started playing Paper Mario as well. And I promise you guys, I promise to finally do, when I finally go back to Twitchcasting again this Sunday, I'll finally do Chapter 1 of Paper Mario. Every week, guys, I'll do a chapter of Paper Mario, and then, of course, I'll play a different board, and I'm busy playing the story mode on Mario Party 3, because Mario Party 3 has a story mode now, and after beating story mode, you can unlock 2 bonus boards. I haven't heard that there's a Shy Guy game room after you beat the story mode a few times, actually. Like you have to get the Miracle Star rating, which is like completing story mode 3 freaking times in a row. I'm not gonna bother unlocking the Shy Guy, the game guy mini room though. I'm just gonna focus. That's only for like mini game mode of if you're ever playing party mode though. Nothing anything too special about it. Hey Sneddles, you do realize I sent you a link to the Hangout, right?
Yo!
Hey Fears.
What's going on, man?
Not much.
I am ready to talk about James Bond.
Yes. Now, apparently, though, for everybody else, that's just watching, though, I guess I'll get right to the story. I guess I'll cut right to the chase, though, and say this, though. Wednesday, I was at the mall, and I noticed there was, like, this completed of a series of James Bond movies. And originally, though, I was thinking, though, when I came back home, I would just make an unboxing video of it. But then in the end, I decided to finally scrap it, and after looking at it, I thought, maybe I could do this as a whole segue for Segatalks instead.
Well, I mean, it's always good to, like, switch things up, That looks pretty awesome, Sega. Now, is that Blu-ray or DVD?
It's all Blu-ray. Everything
nice.
is completely Blu-ray.
I just want to give a shout-out to Chris in the chat.
Like your fears, like here, right there, the Blu-ray.
Nice. I'm loving it. Wonderful, wonderful, as Chris would say. Chris is in the chat right now. The MMA hoes.
Look at this, Fears. This little thing is actually more than just decoration.
What is that?
Well, just look at it. It has all the movies on it. It has Dr. No. And it's kind of hard to see though, but they do mention though. It's like they have the original credit scroll of the movie, and then they just put everything on here.
That's awesome.
At the very bottom, it tells the year that it first came out.
So you got.
Can you have to believe though that that James Bond was actually a novel-based series?
I can believe it.
Yeah, Ian Fleming actually made this into a series. I don't know what actually got me into James Bond, to be completely honest, though. Like, going right back to the 90s, though, like the mid 90s though was probably when I finally heard about James Bond, but I really don't know what got me into the series. I guess maybe we could say I want to say it was about the GoldenEye game on the N64, because right when Rare finally turned that into a video game, I just thought the game was awesome, and then it wasn't until I realized, oh wait, there's actually a movie around this game? Huh.
Oh man, no, like you're bringing up some classics, Sega. Now I love GoldenEye. It's not my favorite James Bond film, but it's my favorite, one of my favorite video games on Nintendo 60.
Oh yeah,
So,
definitely mine's as well. Like one of my very favorites.
I
It
used to
seems to
play
be
that
almost
for hours.
everybody's favorite, Spheres, because if you look up the top 10 N64 games on Game FAQs, it was number 3, right behind Mario Kart 64, and the launch game for the N64, Super Mario 64, right behind 2 Mario games.
Okay, so Sega, what's your favorite part in?
If you
in
minus
Golden,
those two Mario games, that's like the best game ever.
What's your favorite part in GoldenEye, the video game? Before we get into the movies, what's your favorite part?
Mm,
Because I got a couple of favorites.
there are. I can't actually explain that though, because I do have the game just now though. But you know what though? If we go right back to the '90s when the game was brand new, I would not be able to explain. I would not have too many fond memories because I only had a friend who had the game.
Uh huh. Well,
The multiplayer was cool though. I will say
Yeah.
the multiplayer was cool.
Yeah, the multiplayer was pretty good, but my favorite level is the facility. It's like, I think it's like the second level. I think the second level is.
Oh yes.
It's the facility. That's my favorite level. That one, out of the entire game, that was the best. Chris just said, "Fears, I just watched your Star Wars reaction. It's wonderful, wonderful." Well, you know what, Chris? You and Sega are wonderful, wonderful. So there.
Oh, I think. Yeah.
So there it is. Okay, so let's get into the movies now, Sega. So how many movies are in that whole collection? Is that in that whole collection? Is it every single one of them?
Yeah, it's everything up until it's everything. Even Spectre, which was like the newly released one, which was like a few years ago. Hang on, let me see here.
That's awesome.
2015. Yeah, so about 2 years ago, actually.
Okay, so Sega, tell the fans where you found this, because this is in Canada, but I would like to get this for my collection in America. So where can you find
It was
this?
here's the thing though, guys. I actually bought it at a mall in London.
When were you in London?
Like what?
When were you in London?
The Wednesday.
You were in London on Wednesday?
Yes. Let's just say though, just doing a little bit of shopping around. Let's just say though, I like the malls in London.
Wait,
Whatever they have them at that mall that I went to, it would just be like I would just wander around.
So Sega, you got on a plane and went to London? Like London, England?
London, Ontario.
Oh, okay.
North of St. Thomas.
Oh, okay.
Only takes a 1 hour drive, buddy.
Because I was like, damn, I'm like, Sega is
They're like,
James
someone just
Bond.
said in the chat, London, Ontario, Fears. London, Ontario. It's like a 1 hour drive from St. Thomas.
Well, I've never been to Canada, so I was thinking, damn, Sega Camp's like got some money. He's like traveling to London, England. That's fucking awesome. Sega Camp is James Bond.
I wish.
That's awesome. So you got it at a mall. Okay.
Yes, there's a mall in London called White Oaks Mall, and I was just doing a little bit of wandering around here, and they have and they have like a little movie store where they have all these movies where they're selling out all these movies on DVD, Blu-ray, and stuff and whatever, and then I noticed at the very back they had this whole set of James Bond. At first off, though, there was one, though, for Pierce Brosnan, or, all the other separate Bond actors. Like, we had one for Sean Connery. There was one for Roger Moore. I saw one for Pierce Brosnan, and at first I was thinking of getting the Pierce Brosnan version, but then But then my eyes got glued to the complete series. And then I was like, okay, now I gotta get this thing.
It looks like a pretty cool Blu-ray set, man.
And maybe just for curiosity, for a quick sec, Fears, I still have the receipt. You want to take a guess at how much this cost me?
I'm gonna guess about $80.
No.
Okay, let me do another.
Higher.
Let me do another guess. 125.
Well, I was also gonna let everybody in the chat take a guess at this, but keep going.
So it's higher than 125. Okay.
Yes.
140.
Look at my face.
So 140. Oh my God, Sega! Gee.
If I'm doing this, I'm meaning keep going higher.
Okay. 160. Damn, Sega, you are rolling in the money. $200. Jesus Christ. Okay. $260.
Gotta keep going.
Keep going. Sega, are you fucking with me?
I am not joshing with you here.
Okay. 280.
Right. A Yakov here just did 270. Yeah, it's even higher than that, Yakov. Okay, I'm getting that out here now.
An even $300.
Oh, whoa. Yakov actually, wait, what did you say, Fears?
I said an even $300.
A little bit more.
380.
Okay, now that's a little too high. Now you can start easing down a bit.
350.
Slightly lower. Just do a little less now.
345.
Well, Yakov here said 349. You guys are getting them pretty warm, I will say that, but just not just about there just yet.
$330.
Okay. All right, you know what, though? To make a long story short, you guys can see that, right?
Yes, I was close. Suck it, Yakov.
Sorry, I can't help but laugh.
Oh,
Yakov, you're pretty close too. $333. Yeah, you guys were pretty close.
Yep,
this is how much it costed me just for all 24 films.
Yes, I was
all 24.
All 24 films. Great. I hope a certain someone heard that. Anyway, continuing on.
So yeah, just going back to James Bond, I really don't know how I got into the series. I guess it was just because of GoldenEye, I guess, because they did the movie first, and then the game got made, and the game actually came out just by the time The World Is Not Enough, or what was the next one? Tomorrow Never Dies, actually.
I think the game came. Didn't the game come like right after the GoldenEye movie?
Yeah, the game came out after the movie was released because the movie was released in 1995, and the game came out just 2 years after. Like I said, by the time of the game came out, though, Tomorrow Never Dies actually came out.
Oh, okay. See, Sega, I love it. Now he's calling me a liar. I said 330, and he said 333.
But I do so happen to have a few of the Bond movies as well.
Well, let's see them.
Well, I do have these in chronological order too, by the way. But you know what, though? To be fair, though, this came after. I got this a little later, so I'm gonna leave that out on the side for like a minute, though. But I first did about Die Another Day back when this was a brand new DVD at the time.
That's a good one.
Special edition too.
Nice.
I actually like the car that James Bond has. Like, you see the car right there?
I see it.
That's the Vanish that James Bond would drive for this movie. You want to know what's really cool about the car, Fears?
Tell me.
It had this adaptive camouflage thing. So then when you activate the adaptive camouflage, the car would just vanish and it would just just about funnily go in with adapt with its surroundings.
Yeah. Sega, I wanted to thank you for letting me come on the show, man. You're a really nice guy, unlike some people I know.
Yeah.
Ooh, sick burn. See, I can say whatever I want now, and he can't say shit.
And of course, though, I did get The World Is Not Enough too, guys. But this came later. Like as you see, this is already Blu-ray when this came out. So
Sega, if you had to pick a favorite James Bond film out of the entire 24
But
series,
I do have 3 of the 4 Daniel Craig films in my collection as well.
But which one's your favorite out of all 24 films?
Well, I guess now with the game, I'm definitely looking forward to watching GoldenEye. I gotta be honest with you though, Fears, though, I can't really decide a favorite because, you know what, though, for most of these are absolutely my very first time watching these. Like the class, like I never did see the classic James Bond movies, which is kind of why I wanted to get in the first place. Most of these movies are going to be my very first time watching them.
Well, Sega, you picked the perfect person to come on your show because I am half British and I've seen almost all of them, and I was, raised on them because my mom and dad love James Bond. So I have two favorites. I've got GoldenEye is one of my favorites, and then if I had to pick like one of the older ones, I don't remember the name of it, but it's where he goes to space. Do you remember the name of that one?
I'm afraid not.
It's with Roger Moore.
Oh, Roger Moore one. Well, let me see here. Well, there was Live and Let Die, which was the first one. The Man with the Golden Gun. The Spy Who Loved... What?
Hey, buddy. How's it going, Sega Camp?
What's up, buddy? Not much. We're talking about James Bond.
That's awesome. Callie, what's up, bro?
What's the one where he goes to space?
So,
Sega Camp, did you know that Fears has threatened my life before?
Maybe Fears Moonraker.
Moonraker, that's it. That's the one. That's my favorite, Moonraker.
Fears.
So yeah, so Sega, that's my favorite if I had to pick a favorite out of all 24 films.
Fears.
Guess
Fears. What are you doing? Why are you not talking to us?
Because I'm ignoring you.
That's rude. What's wrong with you?
You ignoring me, Fears?
I'm gonna go, Sega.
What did I ever do to you, Fears?
Sega, I'm gonna go before your whole show.
We're just trying to have a friendly conversation, dude.
No, you're not.
Fears, you're a giant piece of shit. You know that?
No, you're
well, he's not trying to have. Well, Yakov's not trying to have a friendly conversation, apparently. But I am.
No, you're not.
What do you mean, no, I'm not? How can you say I'm not?
Sega, I'm gonna go.
Don't go, Fears. They just
ruin your show. So
Fears.
Thanks a lot for letting me have.
Where are you going, Fears?
Come on your show, Sega.
What? This is rude.
It's okay, Fears. You have a good night.
Yeah, fuck
Fears.
you, Yakov, and fuck you, Adam.
What the hell, Fears? I'm just. Did you see that?
Sorry, guys. You made him jump out.
I didn't make him do anything. Did you see the way he treated me?
Adam, I'm sorry that he ropes you in with me.
I know. What the hell?
But Fears, I tried to be nice, but you didn't accept my apology.
Yeah, by the way, I've only set up for like.
We have ways.
I'm really good with computers. Once I get into the system code, I can just get in there.
So maybe someone should let Fears know that if he was a much more positive person, people would be nicer to him.
Anyway, though, I did not show you the inside yet. James Bond. First off, though, it does come with these 3 freaking boxes, and they're all in order. Like this one is like 1962 to 1977.
Oh, yeah.
I can't get this to see it clearly though on the camera. Sort of. And then of course, so they have all the movies on the back.
Oh,
This
yeah,
is kind
there
of hard
you
to
go.
see though. I'm like leaning back here, just trying to make sure that I can see these clearly.
Sega Camp, did you see that I joined it, and Fears wouldn't even talk to me?
Well, Yeah, I guess so.
What's
The
that
crazy
about?
thing is,
Sega Camp, what's that about?
it also does come with a digital download of all the movies. I'm not gonna show the code though, guys. At the personal, it's just.
But you don't want to do that.
But this is probably pretty cool, though, right? 50
It is
years of
cool.
movie posters.
That's awesome, Sega Camp.
Yeah. Oh, like here's a. I guess about here's Doctor No, an interesting poster of Doctor No.
Cool.
I'm just about gonna quickly scroll through some of these and share them with you guys on the here on the show, just so that afterwards you guys get an idea what these are like. Oh wait, what's this? Oh, You Only Live Twice. Yeah, this was actually pretty cool. I haven't actually seen You Only Live Twice yet, but so far, I am rewatching all these ones right now, though, at the minute, guys, but so far, I've only seen the third one, which was Goldfinger, so far. I haven't seen On Her Majesty Secret Service. Can you actually believe for Majesty Secret Service they had one actor for only one Bond film, and that was for Majesty Secret Service?
That is hard to believe.
Yeah, they had this actor George Lazenby for like Majesty Secret Service, and then after they did that movie, I guess they didn't like the route that they were going with George Lazenby, so they brought back Sean Connery for the next one, only for about another movie, and then that's when they finally decided to switch it to having the series with Roger Moore after that.
Those motherfuckers.
Oh yeah, like here's Majesty Secret Service. That's George Lazenby right there. Doesn't look anything like Sean Connery, does he?
Well, he's a different person though.
Well, that is true though. I guess to be fair though, are you a big James Bond fan? We could sort of say that, Joey.
Am I a big James Bond fan? No, I've never seen a single James Bond movie in my life.
I think these are for Live and Let Die. There's original. There's one right there, and this one looks like a Japanese 007 Live and Let Die. Has anybody before I go on any further, has anybody ever heard the song Live and Let Die? The crazy thing is even though I never did watch the movie, though, I still remember the theme song to the movie because because I grew. Let's just say though, I grew up to listening to oldies on the radio station, and I remember they played "Live and Let Die" on the radio.
So, Live and Let Die by the Beatles or Guns N' Roses?
Actually, it was Paul McCartney.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay. Yeah, right by the time Paul McCartney did this song, the Beatles were already done, and I think he might have been doing Wings by the time, unless he just decided to stick with the solo career.
So, what do you think about the way that Fierce treats me?
I don't know. I don't know what to say to that.
He sure has
the man with the golden gun, guys.
He sure has a problem, though, eh? Like, he's like, fuck you,
sort of.
junk drawer videos. And it's like, what the fuck? I just came in to say hi.
Okay, I guess to fast forward ahead a bit, though, I found some A View to a Kill. Wait a sec here. Okay, well, that's just weird. I thought by the time A View to Kill came out, they had Timothy Dalton. Apparently, they still had Roger Moore. I think this was like the last one, though, because the next one was The Living Daylights, and they had it. And this was right by the time they had Timothy Dalton. to me, he looks so. Timothy Dalton looks like what would eventually look like Pierce Brosnan. A little bit, though. A little bit, guys.
Sega Camp, what's your favorite Back to the Future?
Favorite Back to the Future?
Yeah.
Why are we going to Back to the Future all of a sudden?
Why not? What are you telling me? You want to stay on subject all of a sudden?
Well, okay, all right. You know, to be fair, though, I did like how the series started out. The first movie, though, was probably my very favorite. This was probably how I first heard about Michael J. Fox, guys.
Do you know Michael J. Fox is from my hometown?
Back to the Future introduced me into Michael J. Fox, and then I found out that he was doing the TV show at the time, Family Ties. Get this. He was so busy doing Family Ties during the day, and then he had to film Back to the Future at night, and he would only get like probably an hour or two of sleep at 2 hours of sleep at night.
It's because he's a hard worker.
Yeah.
What would you? How would you rank the third Back to the Future?
Okay, I guess.
Not as good as the other.
Oh, here we go. That's what everybody wants to see, right? GoldenEye?
Damn right.
Yep, there is a post. Yeah, they have a poster for GoldenEye, guys. That looks awesome. There's another one right over here where it says, there is no substitute. I can't really see this because of everything is backwards when I look at it on my end. Yeah, there is no substitute. I guess you guys should remember, though, this was the one where they had Sean Bean in the movie and being a partner to James Bond, but then finally turns on him in the movie. Actually, to be fair, though, the game actually did something the game did something the movie did not do. After the runway mission, though, in the movie, though, James right by the time after the beginning of the movie, though, it would show him going off the runway and escaping out of the plane and then leaving the facility behind, and then it would just fast forward 9 years. But what we don't see, though, is what happens in the game. In the game, though, the movie, the game actually fills in the gap between the 9 years. Sort of, I guess.
What do you think of that picture that's in the chat?
What?
What do you think of the picture that's in the chat?
The picture that's in the chat?
The Google Hangout chat.
That's weird.
Yeah, I don't know why
That's all I have to say.
I don't know why John Fears likes to dress up as a Nazi, but it is a weird choice, I'll give you that.
Oh, this is interesting.
What's that?
Here's a picture. Here's a poster of The World Is Not Enough. That's totally different from what I got on the Blu-ray of a case as well, because the Blu-ray version looks like this.
Yeah.
At least it has Pierce Brosnan on it, though. I'll give it that, but we would never see Pierce Brosnan looking like this. There's another one very quickly with just a Bond girl covered in flames.
She's smoking.
Oh, yeah. Smoking.
So, Sega Camp, how often do you do these shows?
Pretty weekly, actually.
Oh, yeah, that's awesome. You should have me on them more often.
Yeah. Well, all right. Well, here's something a little more recent, guys. I guess to be fair, though, we'll end off with something with the recent Bond movies now with Daniel Craig.
Are you gonna end the show, Sega Camp?
No, not just yet, though.
All right. Well, I'll head out. I'll stop taking up time on your show. Thanks for having me, brother.
And that's actually... Oh.
All right, Sega Camp, I'm gonna go.
Okay, you take care.
Have a good one, dude.
Well, okay, they have like this really big ass one for Spectre. And that's about it, guys. That's actually all the Bond films right there. Well, so thank you for watching, guys. This has been a great show. Take care. I'm just kidding. No, I'm not gonna go on the show just yet, though. I do have some other people. I did leave about links for some other guys to come in, but we'll see how this plays out, though. I should be going to bed though because like yesterday, I've been feeling pretty tired doing my show yesterday, my Twitch broadcast, and I'm kind of going that route again this evening. Vinyl Joe, welcome. The answer, Yakov, would have to be no. I did not give the link out to Tommy. I gave it up to Vinyl Joe and Joey and Sneddles and Fears, and I guess as well Mr. Rasmus if he ever shows up. I have my doubts, though. But like I said, though, guys, these are probably most of these Bond movies are probably my very first time watching them. And who is this guy supposed to be? That looks creepy. I can safely say what this guy would be. That guy would definitely be in Casino Royale. Looks like Daniel Craig, but trust me, guys, it's not supposed to be Daniel Craig. Junk Drawer, you just came back into the hangout.
Oh yeah, sorry about that.
Oh, that's okay. I did have another idea of how to do this show, and I forget what I was gonna do now. Crap. But yes, and by the way, though, since I have all of these now, though, since I have the completed series, I was actually thinking of giving these back to my parents when I finally go meet them again. Just in case you guys are wondering, well, what are you going to do with all the other versions that you already have on DVD and Blu-ray, Sega Camp? I thought I would give these back to my parents because, like I said, I got them here now. I got everything now on Blu-ray now in this neat little collection right here. So I thought I would, have I ever seen the Godfather trilogy? No, but then again, though, my parents actually do have the completed trilogy. And then it was like all of a sudden my parents got the complete trilogy and I did not. And then I was just like, now.
Wait, what trilogy?
Did you? Someone mentioned if I ever seen the Godfather trilogy. Originally, I wanted to, but then my parents finally got the completed trilogy, and then I was just like all of a sudden thinking to myself, yeah, now I don't want to watch it anymore.
Because your parents bought it?
I don't know. Yeah, so Junk Drawer, did you actually see how much I paid for this yet? Oh, he finally left. Okay. Yeah, so I guess just to change the subject a minute though, just to go back on the, I guess I'll quickly make a small update though for the Super Mario Overworld medley while I'm doing the show. I almost got the medley made, guys. The medley, I guess we could say the medley's like more than 75% completed by far right now. I just have to, I just need a little more time to get the themes edited into the medley. I had to go grab like a shit ton of Super Mario gameplay clips off of YouTube just to get this. Just don't report me for copyright though, for just because of the gameplay clips, though, guys. This is what I do now when I do all my video game when I do all the video game acapellas now. It's just I always have like a little edit for like gameplay footage. Do your parents have the Girls Gone Wild box set? You mean Gone Girl with Ben Affleck and Miranda Frost?
I think they mean Girls Gone Wild.
I don't think so.
That's disappointing, eh?
And just why would you bring that up?
I didn't bring it up. I just clarified what the comment was.
Sega triggered.
You're triggered?
You gotta come to my Twitch cast when you're not too busy on a Sunday dude.
Definitely. You don't like Girls Gone Wild?
Well, I actually don't know much about it, actually. The name does sound familiar, like I should, but like what's it about?
Well, they go find girls who are drinking and partying, and they get them to do wild things like get naked or have sex with people.
That is weird.
How's that weird, Sega Camp? Where are you going? Don't walk away from this conversation.
No, I'm peeling off the glue on the box right here.
Sega Camp, we're talking about party girls having sex.
Okay. I would go for all right. If I could have sex with party girls, that would be awesome.
Go to a Girls Gone Wild event.
Oh my! Now you're just pushing it, buddy.
Pushing what? What do you mean I'm pushing it?
I'm pulling your leg.
Okay, well, I'm trying to get a girl to pull on your penis.
Okay. How about this? Would you have a threesome with 2 girls?
Yes! What do you mean?
Okay.
Would you?
Oh, definitely.
Okay, all right, cool. High five, bro.
Yeah.
Would you have a threesome with 2 guys?
Oh God, no.
What are you, a homophobe?
No, I'm just straight.
Oh, okay. What about a threesome with a girl and a guy?
Maybe.
Maybe.
I actually better just say no to that. Actually.
What if the girl's really hot?
Okay, but the guy just starts doing some really about odd stuff to me, then I'm just gonna end up telling him to back off.
No, he's gonna do stuff to the girl.
Oh, okay.
But you gotta give him a hand job.
Oh dear God.
That's a fair deal. You get to sleep with a hot chicken while that's happening. That's a pretty good trade-off.
Oh, okay.
All right.
I just had to give the guy a hand job. Fine.
All right, Sega Camp.
And Joey, did I ever steal my parents' DVDs? No. yeah, if there was a specific movie they had that I need, I would have just take it as a loaner, watch it, and then return it. Kind of like just give it a loaner. Like the first, like even as well when I moved here back in September, uh, they gave me a table, but I was supposed to return it though until I eventually got myself my own table. And I finally got my own table now. This was actually for my aunts and uncles.
That's awesome. Anyway, Sega Camp, I'm going to head out again. Have a good one.
Okay, you take care.
Always a pleasure being on your show.
Yeah, so don't be surprised, guys, if I just wrap this up by 10:30. It's just I like to go to bed at a reasonable time. And I already had a conversation with my mother this morning, though, saying but she was just telling me though that if I kept myself going all day and then go to bed tonight, I would sleep about a full 8 hours because I haven't really been sleeping well the past few nights, and I would always end up having some sort of big frickin' nap in the afternoon. And just before I did the show this evening, I was already passing out on the couch watching Looney Tunes. No joke. Oh, speaking of which, I forgot to give me 1 sec. Unbelievable. The only one time when I need the PS3 charge plug, and I grab the PS4 one. Fuck my life. It seems to be like clockwork, guys. When I'm trying to go recharge my PS4 controller, I always grab the charge plug for the PS3, and then I gotta go back into the drawer, grab the PS4 one, put the PS3 charge plug back, and then finally grab it. This time now, I only need the one for the PS3, and what do? I grab the PS4 one. Again, fuck my life. But yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to rewatching some of these. Like I said, most of these are going to be probably my very first time. Probably by the time when I get to, I guess, like Tomorrow Never Dies. Oh yeah, guys, get this. Probably once I get to Tomorrow Never Dies, I'll definitely be watching. I'll definitely sort of catch it. I'll definitely start noticing him. I'll definitely start about. But of course, I'm going to rewatch the older ones as well. Can you actually believe, though, I actually saw Tomorrow Never Dies in school, guys? Now, that's something you never see every day, guys. Where would it usually be? How possible would it be that you guys would just be going to school, and then all of a sudden you'd be watching like a James Bond movie in school? How possible would that be, guys? Probably would never ever happen for you, right? I've actually seen him Tomorrow Never Dies in school. I'm not kidding. That just blows my mind. Hey, Quentin, welcome to the show. Got the whole set of James Bond right here. Oh, this is pretty cool, though. Very quickly, guys, look at this. This little white box has the name of every movie, like Tomorrow Never Dies, Die Another Day, Dr. No. What's the one right beside? I can't see the one beside Doctor No. Oh, From Russia with Love and Goldfinger. Now, Quentin, I will say, like I've already said before, though, I've seen some of these Bond movies, but the old ones, though, these are definitely my very first time watching them, and I don't know what to expect. So far, though, I've only seen the third one so far, Goldfinger, and I have yet to see Thunderball, You Only Live Twice, On Her Majesty's Secret Service, and then Diamonds Are Forever. And then the rest will go on to Roger Moore after that. But then again, though, but like I've already said before, the Majesty's Secret Service had George Lazenby, and then they only had him for like one Bond movie, and then they went back to Connery again for Diamonds Are Forever. Only then to have switch the series over to Roger Moore. I used to beat off to the Bond girls. Oh, nice. Like which one, MMA hoes? Like we are talking the actresses who played the Bond girls, right? You know, I would find that cool today if I ever did see Famke Jensen actually play the multiplayer on GoldenEye, and she ends up playing the character of the movie in the game, Xenia Onatopp. Now that would be crazy to watch. Especially since as well though they already had Pierce Brosnan on the Jimmy Fallon show, and Pierce Brosnan they only just played like one round, or like they didn't even complete the game. Actually, they didn't even complete the multiplayer round. They just only ever had like I forget I don't know how to explain it. Just watch on the Jimmy Fallon show. You'll definitely see that they only played for like probably roughly about a minute. But they would always betray me before it finished. Oh, that sucks. Before I finished. Oh, that sucks, dude. I'm sorry to hear that. But yeah, 50 years of Bond, guys. 50 plus years of James Bond. That's crazy. Actually, now, 55 years now, actually. First one came out in 1962. So, that is crazy to believe. 55 years of James Bond. The story so far relived moments from Bond films starring Daniel Craig, Casino Royale, Quantum of Solace, and Skyfall. Shadow of Spectre, What is Spectre, Bond screenwriter Neil Purvis, and Robert White discussed the mysterious organization and its role in past Bond films. Also included a 90-minute documentary, Everything or Nothing, plus World of Bond, Being Bond, and designing 007 50 years of Bond style. And of course, though, like I've already said, that there's a digital HD version of the movie, so you can watch it on the go, whenever you feel like it. The Ultimate James Bond Collection. I'm actually pretty excited. And of course, though, guys, I guess before I wrap the show up, what do you guys think should be the next James Bond? Like if Daniel Craig has to pass the torch on to like the next actor for James Bond, who would you want to see be done as James Bond? My friend Jordan told me though that it should go to Idris Elba. So a black guy for James Bond. You know, change things up a little bit. At least make things a little, shake things up a little bit. Make things a little interesting. Like, we don't really need to, like what's wrong having a black Bond for once, guys? I would not have anything bad with that. I would like to see Liam Neeson as Bond as well, because Liam Neeson always does all these pretty dark and vague movies now, like the Taken trilogies, and then there was I know there was like a movie that came out back when I started working at the movie theater, and this is how I first heard of Liam Neeson, and I forget what the movie's called. I want to say Untitled, but I can't remember. Just give me like 1 sec, guys. I'm just looking over here. I don't have the chat. I apologize. Give me about a minute. Clash of the Titans, Afterlife, Cube, The Big Z, The Next 3 Days, Chronicle. Unknown. That was the first time I've actually heard of Liam Neeson, Unknown, and then a year later he did the movie called The Gray. But I have I have started watching the Taken trilogy, which are also pretty dark as well, and of course Nonstop. That's like a lot of them are movies right there that Liam Neeson has been doing for years. Sort of, I guess, Quentin. I don't actually mind him. I don't mind him putting on the suit and say, "I would like a martini, shaken, not stirred." And of course, though, be it as well, the name's Bond, James Bond. Actually, you know, ironically, that actually came from the first movie, and ironically, John Connery did not actually say it. It was actually the Bond girl in Dr. No who said it first, and then James Bond went with it afterwards, and now here we are, 55 years later, still him saying that. Wouldn't you guys find that crazy? No, I didn't bother watching the M. Night. I didn't see the movie Split. But I did know though that Bruce Willis showed up at the very end of the movie, though, guys. Why was Bruce Willis in the movie? Don't know. Yeah, so like I've already said before about the Super Mario Overworld medley, I do plan to get that finished. Finished soon, and if I have to delay it, guys, though, if there ends up being like a delay on the medley, it's probably just gonna be for about a week or so, just so that I can just so that I have enough time to get the finishing touches added to it. Like I still have to add like I did add titles to the from the classic Super Mario games and the Game Boy games, but then right afterwards, though, I didn't bother adding titles from Super Mario World and onward yet, because I was busy just like still editing out the clips, so then I can have so then you guys see the gameplay footage clips in the medley and whatnot. Well, there goes the ending. It ties into a movie from the early 2000s. Okay. Well, I never did see any of M. Night Shyamalan movies before, so I would not be able to explain where it comes from. MMA holes. I'm sorry. Like, I've only worked it at the movie theater for like the past 7 years, and you know what? Up until I worked at the movie theater, I never ever heard of M. Night Shyamalan. And all I know though was the only time that I just started hearing about him was when The Last Airbender came out, which was supposed to be converting the Avatar movie into a live action movie. I say good show so far. Well, thank you, Hunter Farmington. So yeah, I don't know much about So yeah, guys, M Night Shyamalan does not. I never ever heard of M Night Shyamalan until I started working at the movie theater. And like I said, by the time I heard about him, the only thing I heard of him was when he was the first time I heard about him was when he just made the Avatar movie, or not Avatar, but like not the James Cameron Avatar movies, but the Avatar anime into a movie, which would eventually be The Last Airbender. The MMA hose! I think if this is where I'm gonna like finally pull the plug. I'm starting to run out of things to say, guys. As you can probably tell, I'm just like being pretty quiet right now here on the camera. Sega, how was your day, sir? Pretty good. I had to get some shopping done today. I was running low on some food, so that was fun. I finally bought some more food, guys. Finally stacked up on some food, so I don't have to worry about starving myself to death now. There's still some things, though, like I'm running out of Coca-Cola Lights right now, guys. As you could probably tell, I be drinking these things like crazy. And there's only like, they only have to keep them like one box where there's like 12 cans in a box. I was right. Only 12 cans. Only 12 cans in a box of these things. 12 cans goes by very quick for a guy like me, guys. I'm being honest here. Of course, though, I also took the bus as well, though, and the bus missed my stop. How entertaining was that, huh, guys? You ever take the bus and then all of a sudden, though, you're on there and then, and they just missed your stop completely? Sega, what is the difference between light and other Coca-Cola flavors? I'm sorry about what are you saying here, Hunter? What is the difference between light and the other Coca-Cola flavors? Or you mean these things? Like, what's the difference between life and the other ones? Well, you know what though? About just to go about add on though, about what's the difference between these though? This is all they said about that this was about that. This is what they had when they advertised today, guys. It's glitching up on me for some fucking reason here. Okay, you know what though? Since my camera likes to glitch up on me, it just says here on the side, sweetens from natural sources. So they're actually doing some really good stuff with it. At first, I was afraid this stuff was going to be like Diet Coca-Cola at first, but to my own displeasure, I started drinking it more and more, and I've actually got used to it. Actually, like I don't even find it bad like Diet Coca-Cola. Probably now I'm not going to go back to normal Coca-Cola now. Ew. Hell fucking no, Joey. I apologize. But no, Joey, that's just wrong. I apologize there, guys. But yeah, there's just no way though that's like could be anything. No. Like just normal natural resources, guys. Just like I know for sure now this is like less sugar now for sure. Anyway, though, I'm gonna wrap this up here for now. I'm probably gonna go watch another. Oh, I don't know what I'm gonna do actually. Just I will say though, the Super Mario Overworld medley is on its way, guys. I guess I'm very quickly before I go end the show. Give me like a quick sec, guys. I want to show you something very, very quickly before I end the show. This is kind of going off topic a little bit though, but I promise after I show you this, guys, I'm gonna end the show. Oh, well, this is just great. I can't show this. I can't. It's like glitching up right now. I apologize, guys. I tried to screen share it and then everything just froze. Okay, I'll try this again very quickly. I'll just do this instead. But yes, guys, you see this, guys? You see all of this? This is your freaking medley right here. This is your freaking medley, guys. Subscribe. And that's all you're going to get from the video, guys. Oh, were you really hoping like a sneak preview of the medley? Sorry, guys. Gotta wait till the medley comes out. If you guys want to, I'll tell you a neat little secret right now, though. For everybody else, though, who's already subscribed, there's like a little bell notification down there. You just click that, and then you'll get all notifications right from this YouTube channel. And I want you guys to do that. And I want you guys to do that for me, like right now, for when this medley gets finished. Because one thing's for sure, though, I'm just a little afraid, though, that I'm going to get a dislike train all over it again. And I don't want that with this medley at all. I just don't want it with this medley whatsoever. So if you guys, the moment the medley gets posted, if you guys just like quickly, you don't even have to watch the medley. Just leave a like on it. Just leave that thumbs up. That'll make me feel happy because I don't want this medley to go down having just getting ruined by this dislike train. Otherwise, I'm just gonna feel like I wasted this whole medley over nothing, and I don't want that. You screen share a game. Well, here's the problem, though. All the games that I've actually got, though, these were actually off of YouTube. Like, I just looked it up Let's Plays, and YouTube downloaded and then just took it. I'm making some restrictions, though, for what games, though, I do demand to share, though, guys. Like, if they have a watermark, like, in the very corner, like a little watermark right there with their username, then I'm not going to bother having that because it's only going to be enough. It's only just going to be a matter of time before people do 2+2 and realize, oh wait, that's somebody else's Let's Play that they're doing. And even as well, narration. I mean, like even as well though, the games that I have though, no one's narrating over it though. Like I probably might make an exception for some though, because of course though, even as well though, I could just because of course though, even if I did, it's gonna be muted, so nobody would be able to find out. It will be, Quentin, I promise. Anyway, like I said, I've already been going on for about an hour. I'm going to just wrap this show up for now. Thank you guys for watching. I hope all you guys have yourselves a fantastic night. And this is the Sega Gamer guys, and I'll see you guys later. Again, if the medley gets delayed, it's only going to probably be about just roughly about a week or two. Just enough so that I can get the finishing touches added to the medley. Because I'm pretty sure it's like 75% done so far. I'll see you guys later.